But we start with Chandler City Council member Jane Poston. She adamantly denies she's under FBI investigation and insists she hasn't done anything wrong. The accusations surround her personal company's tie to the local police union. We first showed you parts of our interview with Poston a few days ago that ABC15 Chief Investigator Dave Biskobing spoke to her on a night of a late city council meeting.
He only had time to hit the main points, and we believe there's a lot more you should see.
I adamantly do not believe that investigation is happening. There is absolutely no reason to believe that it is happening.
That's Councilmember Jane Poston responding to this.
Breaking news from the ABC15 investigators.
There might be an FBI public corruption investigation.
We obtained an email sent between Chandler's recently retired police chief to the city manager, the chief writing that he was aware of an active FBI public corruption investigation focused on Poston and Chandler Law Enforcement Association President Michael Collins. To get to, I guess, the underlying allegation here, it's that your business has done work with CLEA. How do you say that? CLEA?
CLEA. They say CLEA.
Okay. So your business has done your work for the local police union, and that kind of in exchange for that work, it's almost like they're buying your vote.
Absolutely not.
So you deny
that is completely unfounded. That is completely unfounded.
Poston co-owns J2 Media with her husband. That's him right here. Poston had him record us during our interview. Their company did video, website, and PR work for the union.
And then we ended the relationship in December of 2022 before I took office.
Okay, so no work was ever done after you took office?
No, there was one item that was done, and that was where I asked my husband to videotape me because CLEA had asked if I would do an interview with them. They were interviewing all of the council members. But that was not paid. That was a free item that I did because it was at my convenience.
But there was more than one. Were there any other council members that participated in CLEA interviews last year using your company and your husband as a photographer?
I offered it to Councilmember Orlando.
So you're providing free services to the union? I mean, that's an exchange of goods. I mean, that your business is commingling, even if you say money's not exchanged with the union. You don't see any ethical issue there.
To ask them to come to my office at my convenience and have my husband videotape me and then offer up a 10-minute interview for another council member, no. To provide, that is something that we do a lot of pro bono work. That's a pretty common
But you're a council
item.
member who votes on matters that greatly impact police officers and the union's interests, right? Last week, the city council, including Poston, voted to approve a substantial new contract with the Chandler Police Union. It increased both benefits and pay. Given the allegations, Poston had the city attorney give an opinion before the vote. Would her past work or free work as a council member be a conflict of interest? The city attorney said no, it was fine. As a bottom line situation here, you do not believe that anything that has happened with your businesses dealing with CLEA is inappropriate?
No.
Remember, Poston says her contract with the union ended in December 2022. She took office the next month, January 2023. Now, in 2021 and 2022, the union's public tax records show they spent over $150,000 in advertising and promotion, but there's not a detailed breakdown. Are you willing to say how much money your business has received from the union?
No, that is talking about the money that a business chooses to spend with my company isn't an appropriate conversation for me to have.
You don't think that how much money a council member has made from an interested party in the stuff you vote on now?
That is not a correct analysis. I was not a council member. That was business that I did, and it wasn't me. That was business that my company did for this organization before I was a council member.
We also asked Poston if she had a personal relationship or tie to the former union president. At first, Poston told us, as a previous City of Chandler public information officer, she knew a lot of people. So would you consider yourselves colleagues and acquaintances because of your work with the city, or would you consider yourselves personal friends above and beyond that?
I'm not really sure how to answer that question.
Well, are you personal friends with Mike Collins? Would you consider him a personal friend? Beyond work,
Here's a
knowing him
question
from
for
working in
you.
the city.
Can you tell me why that's relevant?
I think it is relevant because
I know it's being alleged that somehow I did work for him. I did work for the entire board.
Right,
I did
but
work for the entire membership that was voted.
So the relevance is, did the union's president direct business to you out of as a personal favor?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Eventually, Poston told us this.
I'm friends with his wife, who was also a former city employee.
Okay.
That's the gist of our relationship.
I'm investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC15, Arizona.
The FBI doesn't confirm or deny the existence of investigations. Dave will stay on top of all of this, and you can catch up on his reports at abc15.com/investigators.